Live from the Ball State News Center, this is NewsLink Indiana in high definition.
Good evening and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Alex Kilmer.
And I'm Val Jones. Thanks for joining us.
Delaware County has been added to a statewide voter fraud investigation. Indiana State Police announced earlier today that a multi-county probe of voter registrations expanded to include the county. More than 500 voter registration forms filed in the county have been examined by police investigators. In a statement, state police said, quote, "A representative sample of voter registration applications received by county voter registration offices suspected of being fraudulent have been copied and provided to state police detectives. In all cases, the original applications are mandated by the appropriate voter registration office." Police also added that this kind of investigation is time-consuming and may last for several more weeks. The immediate effect on the November 8th election is still unclear, although police say potential fraud could affect many voters next month.
Happening now, the vice presidential debate is underway. NewsLink Indiana's Max Lewis is live at an on-campus watch party at Park Hall. Max, what can you tell us about the mood in the room?
Yeah, guys, the mood in the room is one of apprehension, kind of excitement for what the candidates are going to be saying. The candidates are, there was an ABC News poll out today that says the candidates, 40% of Americans don't even know who the vice presidential candidates are. And we can see that here in the room. There aren't very many students attending this watch party here in Park Hall. But people really do want to know what these candidates are all about. I talked to a few students. One of them actually interned at the State House over the summer, and he said he didn't think Mike Pence really represented what Hoosier hospitality meant. I've talked to mostly Democrats. There aren't a whole bunch of Republicans here, but people are excited, and people say it does matter how the vice presidential candidates do and how they are going to decide in November. Tim Kaine and Mike Pence are not very well known. Mike Pence is the current governor of Indiana, most people know, and was a member of the House of Representatives. Tim Kaine, current senator of Virginia, former governor, and was the former governor of Virginia. Now, most people do not know them, but people say it does matter. Trump is about 70 years old, and Clinton just turned 69 this month. So some of the people I've talked to said that it's important because both these people are old. Trump would be the oldest president ever elected if he was elected. So and Clinton would be the second after Reagan. So these people are one heartbeat away from being the president, and people are concerned about different things like that. Mike Pence's job tonight, from what we've read, is really just to keep the spotlight off Trump. Trump has had somewhat of a bad week as far as headlines go with the Elisa Machado, his taxes taking over. And Mike Pence has been described as the apologizer-in-chief for Trump. So he is just supposed to keep the issues off that. And Tim Kaine is supposed to attack Trump and focus on Hillary Clinton's talking points. From Park Hall, I'm Max Lewis.
Thank you, Max. Tomorrow night on NewsLink, we'll have more coverage over tonight's debate. That's at 9 right here on Cardinal Vision.
The Aurora Lions Club says it regrets a float entered in Saturday's Farmer Fair Parade. The float depicted Hillary Clinton sitting in an electric chair and Donald Trump throwing the switch. According to the Star Press, another feature on the float was a depiction of President Obama as an Easter Island head painted black. The float also had a Grim Reaper figure holding a scythe. Frank Lankmeyer, who made the float, said he wasn't trying to offend anyone and was just having fun. The city of Aurora also issued a statement denouncing the float.
Candidates for Indiana's next governor weighed in on the economy and gay rights in Monday's debate. This was the first primetime debate in the race so far. It was held at the University of Indianapolis. Republican candidate Eric Holcomb touted the successes of Indiana in the 12 years of its Republican leadership. He said he wanted to continue focusing on areas that have pushed Indiana in the, quote, right direction. Democratic candidate John Gregg talked about wages during the debate. He also said he would push for a statewide anti-discrimination law. Libertarian candidate Rex Bell agreed with both candidates, but said he wanted to get rid of property taxes. The next debate will be on October 25th.
The Westboro Baptist Church drove over 8 hours for just a few minutes of protesting at IUPUI today. NewsLink's Connor Miller has the story.
I'm standing in front of the LGBT Center here at IUPUI's campus, where a protest by the Westboro Baptist Church was quickly dispersed with hundreds of LGBT supporters. Ball State University's Call to Action President Shauna Reynolds felt that the group should join the community activists from IUPUI and around Indianapolis in their protest of the protest.
And a group that supports the LGBT community at Ball State, specifically in the political action realm, we felt it important to come and show that the Westboro Baptist Church what they preach isn't correct, and that it has and that people should be loved no matter who they care about, who they're in love with. It shouldn't matter. And so that's why we want to come out today and show our support for IUPUI and what they do here. After Westboro's protesters left after mere minutes, IUPUI instructor Trevor Potts felt the LGBT supporters were successful.
Let's have a giant celebration of community and love, and that seemed to be the one that won. Which I think is great. I actually believe personally that it's best to just ignore them and dilute them of their message in that fashion, but I also can't say that a giant love compassion fest is wrong either.
In Indianapolis, Connor Miller, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Westboro Baptist Church is holding another protest in Madison, Wisconsin later this month.
The NCAA is facing a lawsuit from a former Cardinal. BSU alumna Jeff Donner played football with the Cardinals from 1993 to 1995. Donner is suing the NCAA as well as the Mid-American Conference for their, quote, reckless disregard for the health and safety of Ball State student athletes. Donner recalls suffering from at least 3 concussions while playing for Ball State. Unfortunately, BSU failed to provide appropriate medical treatment during these incidents. In one instance, Donner attempted to sit out of a practice after suffering a concussion and was told he must attend practice or he would lose his scholarship. The university has yet to comment on the case. Now it is the beginning of October, but we have not quite witnessed the fall weather.
That's right. We've been a little fortunate with some warm weather. Let's see if that continues in the future. Chelsea?
Yes, we've had plenty of sunshine warming up our temperatures lately, but we do have cooler weather on the way. But first, today we reached a high of 80 degrees, which is about 10 degrees warmer than the average temperature, and our low is about 20 degrees warmer than the average as well. We did set a record high in 1967 of 87 degrees and a record low of 1989 at 28 degrees. We do have warmer weather continuing throughout the week. Rain chances will return to the forecast, and we have cooler weather return, and I'll let you know more about this in my full weather update.
International students speak to a community panel about their experiences at Ball State.
And a new glass art exhibit opens on campus. This and more when we return.
Doesn't see race. Love is love.
So I've come up with the family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Nearly 1 in 18 students are international students here at Ball State. Today, some international students spoke to the Association of Lifelong Learners. The association is comprised of Muncie community members and Ball State retirees. The students spoke about their experiences in America and the differences between their life in the United States and their life back home. International student Megan Paulinet said she is happy about the lessons being taught here at Ball State.
We're building leaders here. You know, we're doing a fine job at building leaders here. And you can't say that about every campus. You can't say that, you know, you have all these students coming together to do what they want to do. And again, that is a blessing. And I wish that we had that sort of mentality at home.
The next Lifelong Learners event is Tuesday, October 11th at 3 p.m. in the Alumni Center.
If you love art, then Ball State has something that may pique your interest. The School of Art presents Exhibition Gathering, Contemporary Glass from the Heartland. The event is located on the first floor of the atrium. Gallery hours are 9 to 4, Monday through Friday, and 1 to 4 on Saturday. The gallery is open until October 28th, and admission is free to students and the public.
A Muncie event is giving locals the opportunity to enjoy work from artists and to support the community. NewsLink's Robert Segovia has more on the story.
Downtown Muncie will be the setting for Art Walk 2016 on Thursday from 5 to 9 p.m. It will feature food, live music performances, and gallery openings. Prime Trust will be holding a kids zone at Cornerstone Park, which will provide various activities from 5 to 8. Muncie Symphony Orchestra will perform a free concert at 6 at the corner of Walnut and Charles, and Grammy Award-winning artist John Schofield will perform a free concert inside Cornerstone's E.B. Ball Auditorium at 7:30. All of the new art from local artists will be displayed at City Hall, Cornerstone, and at the corner of Walnut and Charles. I spoke to a Ball State student who will be going to Art Walk and asked him what the event means to Muncie.
They may not be as well known in the community that they live in, but just this event would be able to give them a lot of publicity and just show off what they've done.
I also spoke to him about supporting the community as a Ball State student.
To really support the Muncie community because we're not just living at Ball State or in the surrounding area, we're living in Muncie.
Grab your tickets for Prime Trust's 6th annual Soup Crawl, which supports the Second Harvest Food for Kids program. Tickets are $20 and available at all Muncie area Prime Trust locations, as well as participating restaurants and businesses. In Muncie, Robert Segovia, NewsLink, Indiana.
You can go to downtownmuncie.org for more information on Art Walk 2016.
A Grammy Award-winning jazz musician is coming to Muncie this week. John Schofield will perform at Muncie's Cornerstone Center for the Arts this Thursday. Schofield toured with jazz legends like Miles Davis, Charles Mingus, and Gary Burton. He began leading his own bands in 1985. Schofield has recorded 30 albums, including 3 that reached number 1. Ball State jazz quartet Lamont's Company will open Thursday's show. Schofield will perform alongside John Medeski, Bill Stewart, and Steve Swallow. The concert is free and starts at 7:30. Sunny skies and temperatures have been in the forecast.
Let's see if the fall weather will return. Your full weather forecast is next.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
They're coming. Places, everybody. Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Like we said before, we've got warm weather in our future, but let's take a look at our full weather forecast with Chelsea.
We do have warm weather in our future, but first I do want to take a look at our radar. We have on our radar we have clear skies, but a few clouds overhead, and then we did have warm temperatures throughout the day. We reached a high of 80 degrees in Muncie, 83 in Shelbyville, Terre Haute 78, and Lafayette 77. Currently in Muncie, we do have temperatures at 69 degrees with the dew point at 54, making it very comfortable outside. We have winds around 5 miles per hour. Taking you hour by hour tonight, we are going to stay dry and clear throughout the night, and then for our morning commute, we're going to start dry and clear, but you will want to pack your umbrellas because we do have isolated showers that will move in around noon or 1 p.m. tomorrow. Over Muncie and Anderson. It will clear out for your evening commute. We may have a few clouds overhead, and then as we head into the evening hours of Wednesday, we have isolated showers over Marion. This will continue throughout the evening, and some of those could be heavy, drop a lot of precipitation. Temperatures tomorrow will reach a high around 80 in the upper 70s, 75 for Muncie around at 6 p.m., 78 in Indianapolis, and then it will cool down to the mid-60s for Wednesday evening. And then as we head into Thursday, we'll have another warm day for us with temperatures in the upper 70s. For tonight, we'll get a low of 60 with mostly clear skies. And as you wake up in the morning, we will have 65 degrees. So if your kids are going for the bus stop, you will want to put a jacket on. Temperatures will warm up to 79 degrees by 3 p.m. with those isolated shower chances. Tomorrow will reach a high of 80 degrees with those isolated showers and the winds going up to 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then in our 7-day forecast, we do have isolated showers for Wednesdays for the high of 80, and then sunny for Thursday and Friday with temperatures in the 80s. And then we'll have our fall temperatures will return on Saturday and Sunday, 62 on Saturday, a little breezy, and then 60 on Sunday. And then temperatures will start to warm back up on Monday to 65. And then Tuesday, temperatures in the 71. And then look at those low temperatures. We'll have temperatures in the 60s for Wednesday through Friday, and then cooling down for this weekend, 52 degrees and 46 on Sunday.
Thank you, Chelsea. Tony, what do we have to look forward to in sports?
Well, Val, we have Ball State ending up on the wrong end of a rivalry game on Saturday, but one Cardinal put up career-high numbers, plus basketball season is right around the corner. Find out how Ball State is dealing with high expectations heading into this season. I'll have the full details when NewsLink Indiana returns.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Well, good evening, folks. Football remains in the air as the talk of Muncie continues to be Ball State's recent fall to MAC West rival Northern Illinois. But one bright spot for the Cardinals, however, was running back James Gilbert. The Huskies seem to have no answer for Gilbert, who had a career-best 3 touchdowns on Saturday. Now, Gilbert led the Cardinals' ground attack with 119 rushing yards, bringing him to a total of 449 on the year. That puts him on pace to finish the regular season with just over 1,000 rushing yards, almost double his total from a year ago. The next closest Cardinal runner on Saturday was quarterback Riley Neal with just 16 yards on the ground. Both Neal and head coach Mike New were singing Gilbert's praises following Saturday's contest.
He loves the game of football, and number one, I love that about that quality about his makeup. He loves playing the game. He's passionate. He's tough. He's one of those guys that has. I talk about it a lot. I know our bad players hear it a lot, but he's got that look in his eye, like he can't wait. He's like, just give me the ball. Just give me the ball. Put it down. Give it to me again. That's just who James is, man. He is. He's a passionate guy that. You just get stronger as the game goes on, and yes, we'll continue to play multiple backs, but surely James we've taken notice, and he will get more and more carries just because of the way he's played the game. He's been very consistent.
And he worked hard all winter, all summer, all spring, coming on weight room and down the field, and then so I think it's really paid off so far this year. Yeah, it's good. The running game and the passing game definitely complement each other no matter where you're at, and definitely in the red zone. So it's been really good for us so far.
Ball State men's basketball held its first official practice of the new season over the weekend. The Cardinals are coming off a season in which they won 21 games and made a postseason appearance. It was their most successful season in 15 years. Peter Hood has more on how the Cardinals are looking to build off of that success.
With success comes expectations. That saying rings true for the Ball State men's basketball team as they embark on a new season's journey. After winning a share of the MAC West Division title last year, expectations for this team are considerably higher than they were a year ago. But for the Cardinals, nothing changes. It's just business as usual.
I don't think it changes anything. The biggest thing, like last year, we were focused on ourselves the whole time, and I think still to this day, that's what we try to focus on, getting better every day in practice, and that's what we're going to try to do.
We all, as a group, have one goal, and that's to win a championship, and I feel like now we've seen what we did last year, and now I think people really believe it. We've always believed it, but now we expect to win now. And the pressure's there, but we're just going to work each day to try to get better, work towards winning a championship.
5 of the 6 leading scorers from last year's team return, and the Cardinals will add Northern Kentucky transfer Taylor Persons into the fold. The former A-Sun Freshman of the Year is itching to get back on the court after sitting on the sidelines last season.
I'm really excited just to come back and finally get a chance to play. It's been a long year sitting off, and I feel like I've gotten so much better, and our team is moving in the right direction. I'm just excited to play with them finally.
Persons and the Cardinals still have some time to work out the kinks. They're still a month out from their first game of the season, but there's plenty to work on in the practices leading up.
I really want to see a competitive environment. That's the biggest thing for us is, right now no one has any role. Everything is up for grabs, and I want to see guys showing up to practice with a sense of urgency and a seriousness to try to compete and earn the role that they want to have.
Ball State's exhibition with the University of Indianapolis is set for November 3rd. In Muncie, Peter Hood, NewsLink, Indiana.
And guys, speaking of basketball, the Pacers preseason tipped off this evening. Now, Miles Turner did not play in tonight's opening contest against the New Orleans Pelicans. He has been cleared through the concussion protocol, but as a precaution, the team decided to not have him play this evening. But going into halftime, Pacers are leading the Pelicans 59-50. So hopefully some success for our hometown pro team for sure.
Yes, well, thank you, Tony. Ben Stiller reveals his battle with cancer. More details on that next.
And find out which members of Orange is the New Black are now engaged.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Parker Wilsey with your entertainment news. Actor Ben Stiller has revealed that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer 2 years ago. During an interview on the Howard Stern show, Stiller opened up about his battle with the disease. He explained that he and his doctor were able to successfully treat the cancer, thanks to early testing and detection. Stiller encouraged taking the PSA blood test, saying, "In this imperfect world, I believe that the best way to determine a course of action for this most treatable yet deadly cancer is to detect it early." Fans of the movie Mean Girls will be excited to hear that the film will be adapted into a stage musical. Writer and star of the original movie, Tina Fey, announced via Twitter that she has been working on the stage show herself. According to Fey, the musical will premiere in Washington, D.C. sometime in the fall of 2016. Star of Orange is the New Black, Samira Wiley, announced on her Instagram that she is engaged to series writer Lauren Morelli. The couple, who met on the set of the Netflix original series, shared a photo of the two smiling and Wiley wearing a shiny new engagement ring. Morelli says she feels liberated after realizing she was gay while writing for the show and falling in love with Wiley during their time on set. And that's all for your entertainment news. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Let's have one final look at weather tonight. Chelsea?
We have warm temperatures continuing for the rest of the week. We have isolated showers on Wednesday with a high of 80. Thursday and Friday, temperatures in the 80s with sunny skies. A little bit cooler for this weekend, 62 on Saturday with breezy conditions, 60 degrees on Sunday, and then starting to warm back up on Monday with 65 and Tuesday, 71 degrees.
Thank you, Chelsea. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to watch tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on Cardinal Vision.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a good night.